Has to carry upstairs. Wow. Yeah, this is opening up pretty damn strong. Jesus. By herself.
Speaking of training, I'm not sure I can make it to the fortress today.
Well, that's okay. Actually, I had a plan to hang out with Sarah later anyway.
Oh.
Just you and Sarah?
You think because you got a shirt with your name on it, you're the big cheese of Smallville now? We don't just
What?
let anyone off the streets join this station.
I promise I'm not going to give up.
Let's see what happens.
We know.
Oh, that's nice. Okay.
Is everything okay?
Once again, we're not going to see the younger daughter.
The concert is. Wait, why don't you come with me? It could be so fun. Kind of like a girls' night out at Metropolis.
So where's the younger daughter going to
It
go?
seems
Dad's?
nice, just... Okay.
Gonna have a bonding moment with your mother. Oh,
You're gonna look so handsome in this.
this is gonna be bad. Oh shit, because you know Johnny Riley's gonna be there.
Bruno Mannheim should be worried. He's managed to keep his marriage a secret. Why is that? Why are you making me feel like I'm doing something wrong? We've been working on
She's
the
second
story for
guessing because
months.
she knows
Not
Pia
this
personally.
story. This isn't gossip, Lois.
It reads like gossip to me.
This is news that our readers want to see.
We're not running it.
Maybe approach it
I'll
differently?
talk to her.
Can you please make me a hot tea, babe?
How about hot chocolate instead?
She's fighting to survive just like I am.
Okay, so then
She
this
doesn't
is
want to.
personal.
Yeah, it is personal.
Bruno being married to Pia doesn't help us take him down.
I know, it's a tough
I mean,
call.
who knows? There could be
But
an
you never know
angle.
what other secret. Bruno is responsible for the deaths of a lot of people. He's almost had me killed. And one of this
Yes.
guy shot Jordan in the chest point blank. So it's our job, our responsibility as journalists to keep digging.
Because Pia knows. She clearly, because she's Pia, so.
Sure, you don't need me to join you,
Dad, I
Oh,
thought you were
he's
telling me
gonna.
to see.
He's gonna eavesdrop.
but I'm here if you need me.
She has to know he's not gonna leave, right? There's no way.
One second.
Oh boy. Oh. Is she gonna recognize the name Bruno Mannheim?
Dad?
You came all the way from Smallville?
Have you been?
No, not personally, but it has been on my radar lately. Shall we?
It's a really big story.
I know.
What do you
Yeah,
do?
just
Do you rewrite it?
Give her
Work
a
it?
day or two to change your mind.
I saw your truck outside and I thought I'd see if you maybe wanted my tickets. Any chance you want them?
What?
I know Kyle's
Awkward.
Just timing.
Okay.
Okay.
Come on, let's go to Metropolis. There's someone there we should talk to.
Shit.
Wait. Does that mean we're gonna fly?
Now that's flying done right. Fly
Luthor
better.
Air what?
Fly Luthor.
Straight from the Argus vaults. Anything and everything they have on Bruno Mannheim.
Doesn't feel right anymore.
Feel right.
As you know, Pia,
Is this you talking?
conflict of interest.
Dad,
Because it sounds to me like you're letting this disease cloud your judgment. Isn't one bit curious about what's in these files.
Oh, she's curious. Start reading.
As long as you promise to stay by the truck. Watch and observe only. Let's go.
If he does that, I don't think he will. Something tells me he's not going to stay by the truck. There's Jordan. Damn.
I think he inhaled too much smoke.
He's just trying to help.
I can't believe it. There's so much.
knew she's gonna
here.
get
I
enthralled.
could've
Like, I had to
used
look.
these files.
you have a date?
Oh.
It's coffee at Vicky Mays.
Oh, sure.
Dad,
Okay.
that's a date. Besides, it makes me happy to see you getting back out there.
It's
So
nice.
please,
Go.
get back out there. She's always been the sweetest girl.
Start interviewing her.
She
Oh.
used to babysit. Something happened to her.
What do you mean?
Something happened. Oh, like the powers,
She
maybe?
became quiet and withdrawn.
Do you think that Pia had any knowledge of Bruno's ties to Intergang?
Exactly what kind of article are you writing? Shame on you.
He didn't ask the question, she did. But still, yeah, I get that. Yeah.
She did leave you this.
Next time, don't be late.
First time in my life I'm late for anything.
What happened?
Mateo tells us that you're
boy.
interested in robotics.
Yeah, I just being woken up at dawn by roosters.
You're having a great meal until the shit hits the fan.
You and me when we were moving.
What?
Did you feel that?
Natalie came a long way to have dinner with us. I'm fine.
No, you're not fine. You just shook.
Now, Natalie.
What are you talking about? The fire? We didn't need Superboy flying
Oh.
down to save the day.
You're pissed because I saved
We
you?
didn't need your help.
Guys, stop. Look, I'll just talk to my dad.
You know you're not the only one who has to save people, right? I've been training. I have heat vision and you're taking coffee orders.
Fuck.
John,
That just got real. That just got really real.
It looks like he was chainsawed to death. Great. I was looking for that.
What I said earlier was the cancer talking. I didn't want to hurt Pia because I know what
Yeah,
she's
hurt.
going through.
I will. Yeah.
But
What the hell was I even thinking?
Are they setting these two up?
Dating again
I really
after all
hope
this
not. I
time.
really don't need this. No.
Kyle broke my heart, and
I hope that they're just
terrified
having them
he could
connect
hurt
on the
it.
fact that they're trying to get back out, but they're not going to get together.
How did you know when you were ready?
Peer pressure.
Peer pressure, exactly.
Jordan insisted.
Just try to see it from John's perspective.
Yeah, 'cause
okay?
you were being an ass.
He found something that makes himself feel special the same way that your powers make you feel special. Go talk to him.
Yeah,
maybe you should.
you should be a good brother.
Wait, are you trying to make me feel guilty?
Yeah.
Yeah. Jesus. I don't think she expected that.
They look like they were hit by a bus or a...
Train.
Oh. Ooh.
No.
It could be the same person.
it's the least I could do after you set up those security systems for my family.
Oh, this is nice.
Mess is the reason I needed them in the first place.
Little Aces is a place that my brother used to go to all the time
Ooh.
with Bruno Mannheim.
Ooh. Oh.
Oh, it
Shit. Oh, shit. 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 Okay, they're not even trying to hide this. You can stop this. Shit.
He had it coming. I'm not giving up my piece of South Metropolis for Moxie or anyone else. I'm not giving up my piece of South Metropolis for Moxie or anyone else.
Okay, that buzzing sound.
Lex Luthor didn't kill them. Mannheim and that assassin did.
Shit. The plot thickens.
And now I'm gonna do what I should have done a long time ago.
It ain't gonna happen. No. Of course it is. Oh! And he's gonna go there too. Holy shit. Go, 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 go. Oh, it fucking withstood her yell. Exactly. I ain't gonna do nothing. Ooh. You trying to dodge? Jesus. Shit. Okay, Superman, come on, Superman. She's not gonna stop. You gotta do something. Oh. Oh. Wait, did she just die?
She needs to get to a hospital.
I can't believe he's gonna help. After all that, and after all they know about him. Yeah. It's all out in the open now.
Leave.
Ooh. Oh, never mind. She's not in a regular hospital.
I see you've been necessary.
Yes.
That woman almost killed me. John, I know the doctors managed to stabilize her condition, but she still has cancer, and it's spreading.
Yeah.
She doesn't have much time left.
She's a murderer.
Because Bruno's gonna find out pretty quickly that his wife is not in a regular hospital.
Find someone to take to that concert.
I'm so glad it's not him, because I really thought for a second, please don't do this.
I wasn't trying to get you in trouble. I was just trying to help. But I really shouldn't have said that stuff before. You think someone with powers put out the fire? Congratulations, Superboy.
Ooh.
We're on to you.
Way up Bizarro. I forgot. Shit literally hit the fan in this episode as I was thinking. I'm like, okay. So, with the reveal that Natalie's boyfriend, I forget his name, it just hasn't clicked in my head, apologies for that. But him being revealed to being Bruno and Pia's son, which, when I saw that rumor, the theory that popped up in one of the comments of my videos a couple episodes ago, I'm like, that makes a lot of sense. I didn't even think about that, but man, like, what are the chances? And it is. this is going to be this. We only have 13 episodes. This information is going to have to come out some way, and I wasn't expecting the route of John Henry Irons going to his sister, in terms of sister on this earth, to her work, and that's how he found out where she's at, because she doesn't know Bruno Mannheim. Like, she doesn't. I don't think she's heard that name before. At least if she has, I don't think they said his name at dinner. It just wasn't connecting. They're having a nice meal, and then John Henry shows up. My God. That was a brutal scene, especially with forcing the kids out, and then him, like, beating the living shit out of John Henry Irons. Bruno's just hitting him so hard. And then here comes the suit, and then that is the moment where we see Pia really let her full strength in terms of her ability, basically a canary cry. You know, like, I forget what that, Silver Banshee, I think that was the name of the character in the comics, the villain, who's kind of like, you know, that scream or whatever. And then we get to see who she really is, because at first she's like, stop hitting John Henry Irons, and here comes the suit. She protects, of course, her husband, herself, and then she sends him out to the alleyway, and then she continues to scream, and then that's where Superman lands, and he's getting hit too. And then you see the difference, because here's the thing. When she uses her abilities, we see a certain control. She's not, like, holding back. There's no control. It's just all out, and it's starting making this animalistic noise. Like, it seems like it's taking over her, like the screaming and the power. And then she just collapses. I think she's dead, but she's not. But she's now in Arcus. She's now in a cell, essentially. And there's a lot of conflicting things about it, because that's kind of what Lois's thing was in the episode 2 about she didn't want the story ran about Bruno's secret wife. Of course, they found last week's episode. They found us all out about Pia and Bruno's relationship. They have a son. I don't think that information wasn't public, but maybe she had mentioned in passing her kid. I think that might have been mentioned, so maybe that, but the main thing was the fact that she's married to Bruno. And then they start digging into all these files, because here comes Sam walking in with all these files that have been under wraps, and they're piecing it all together. And of course, this is after Lois is like, I don't want to run this article because it was personal. She has a connection with Pia. She doesn't want to do this to her family, because then it's been brought up, okay, so if they look into them more closely about Bruno and Pia, they'll find out the truth. If they look into us, Lois and, you know, Clark, they're going to see the truth about who Superman really is, who Clark is, you know? So I like that they did that kind of parallel there, to where Lois is like, I don't want to go this route because they could do the same thing to us and find out who you really are. So it was a interesting thing, but then she looks into it. And then she goes to the Gazette or whatever it's called. She goes to work, and they show back up after interviewing the woman who was with Pia when we first got introduced to Pia in the hospital. And she's like, shame on you for asking questions, because she mentioned something about something had happened in high school and she changed. I think that's when she got powers. I think because she closed off, was being a completely different person. So maybe, but they're not explaining how she got her abilities. I thought it was because of Bruno's experiments in terms of trying to find a cure for the cancer, because other people have been experimented on in terms of villains. They get powers, like different powers essentially, but still it's like, that's how she got them, right? No, she's had them. Don't know how. Don't know why. So I guess maybe it's not really important how she got her powers, but I think it would be, since it's a pretty important story point, because they had brought up, well, something happened in high school. So I don't know. But they find out that Lex's voice was manipulated on an audio where he was in prison. So we hear Lex for the first time. We actually hear him. And there's a commercial for Luthor Air. So he's still, his company is still making money while he's in prison. But they make the point that it seems Bruno's been doing all the killings with this individual, Automatopoeia, his wife, Pia, and his voice was manipulated. So she manipulated Lex's voice for that audio recording, and Clark's like, I know that sound. I've been attacked by this individual, this screaming assassin or whatever he said. So that is clearly a manipulation. So Lex didn't do any of this. It was all Bruno doing all this craziness, and Lex got blamed for it, which is telling me that if they come out with this information about what Bruno was really doing, Lex is going to get exonerated or something. It's not good, because you know Lex is in the show. We know he's in the show, so something has to occur, and I think we just found out how he's going to appear in the show is because he didn't do what he's in prison for. Bruno was the one who actually did it. In terms of other things that happened in this episode, Jordan fucked up. He's not being stealth about his, you know, training and everything in terms of him saving people and trying to be better, because there's a building that's on fire, because Jonathan gets basically, he gets an upgrade, if you will. He gets a promotion. That's a better word for it. And his promotion is that he is now a part of the junior program or whatever, so he has his own, like, you know, like little area for his hook to hang his, like, fireman jacket and his helmet and all that kind of stuff. So there's a fire, he is allowed to go, but he stays near the truck. Of course, he's not going to, because when they say that very clearly, stay near the truck, anything that's verbatim specifically said, do this, don't do this, then the opposite's going to happen. It always does. So to say stay near the truck, he's not going to. Jordan flies in, pulls the guy out, he dies because he inhaled too much smoke, and then Jonathan was there right as it happened and was leaning over him, and then, of course, Kyle was really pissed off and like, well, what are you doing? He said, I told you to stay in the truck. It's like, yeah, so that could have been prevented, but then Jordan was caught, you know. He's like, why'd you do that? Of course, storms into the house and everything, and there's Sarah. Jordan says something really stupid. He says that I have powers you don't. Like, that's basically the gist of what he said. Like, I have heat vision, I have all these abilities, you don't have any of it. Because Jonathan's saying, you're not the only one who can save people. Because Jonathan, he started to feel like he's a part of something. Because he is half Kryptonian, as it was addressed. I think it was last week's episode. Yeah, because Clark said, look, you are half Kryptonian. Don't forget that. Because he's mentioning how, you know, I'm just as human as Mom is. Like, no, you're also half Kryptonian. Just don't forget that. But I feel like he's going to show powers at some point or something at some point, I think. That's my prediction. I've always predicted that. But he finally found something on his own in terms of he wants to be a firefighter. He wants to do something to help save lives. And Jordan comes swooping in, saving, you know, well, didn't save that guy, unfortunately, but stopped the fire. And he wasn't really stealthy about it. And now Kyle is thinking there's somebody with powers like doing this. So he's been, you know, not outed, but he knows something's going on. And Jordan took it the wrong way and said things he shouldn't have, because Jonathan, you know, I think Jonathan does resent. He is clearly upset that he doesn't have the powers that his brother has. I don't know if he hates him for it, but it's not the same. Their relationship's not the same since all this kind of occurred. And Jonathan feels like that's been taken away. I don't think Jonathan's going to get kicked off, you know, being part of this program and potentially becoming a firefighter one day. I feel like he's not going to get kicked out. I just feel like it's going to be to where he needs to listen better. But of course, you know, in that moment, staying in the truck, he goes in the truck. No, he's not. No, because you see Jordan flies in. He sees him. So it's good they had a conversation, but it's clear that they haven't really fixed their conversation or fixed the things. So we'll see where that goes from there. Sam showing up late to his meeting, of course, in the diner that they always go to. It's always the same diner, right? The woman was there, waited. He was late, so she left. And then there's Lana, because Lana mentioned earlier in the episode that she had these tickets to go to the show and asked Sarah, and Sarah didn't want to go because she doesn't know the band. And I'm like, oh God, because I had this whole discussion before about characters are just ending up at characters. Like Chrissy's now with Kyle, and then like they actually gave Natalie a new character to be with for a bit until now everything's gone to shit with that. But like, okay, Sam walking in and sitting there with Lana, I'm like, oh my God, please don't let this turn into something, because characters like series regulars characters ending up with other series regular characters when it's clearly they're just trying to swap them all around, it's just stupid as hell. So I'm glad they didn't go that route. I was like, okay, what if they're just having a conversation and they're all kind of in the same place, on the same boat, if you will, but they don't go down the route of, okay, let's get together now. Like, no, we don't need that. Doesn't need to happen. But it seems like Lana and Sarah are doing better, so that's good. Of course, the younger Sophia, that's her name, she's never there. No mention of her, nothing. Just completely gone from this episode. It's like so funny how we have a B-plot storyline earlier in this season. I think it was like 2 episodes ago now, where she was a part of the episode, and now it's like nothing. I think she was in one scene last week's episode. Like, there's no mention of her whatsoever. With all stuff going on, no mention. It's like, this is really ridiculous. I think she's just not available, or they just don't have any place for her. But they really should have found a better approach than what they're doing now, because it's just really damn obvious. It's really glaring that she's just not there. So overall, had a good time with this episode. Really intense in terms of the reveals, in terms of the moments of the reveal of, you know, who Bruno's son's dating and everything. And then they have her captured, Pia, and it's not looking good. So, yeah, pretty intense episode. Hope you guys enjoyed my reaction. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm curious to know what you guys thought about this episode. Let me know in the comments below. I will talk to you guys soon. Peace out.